quick check on the market on the heels of that great jobs report, because the markets are up more than 280 points. It looks to be a great day on Wall Street. We'll keep you posted, and hopefully the numbers will stay in the green. So President Trump, he's triumphing over that, right? You have this great jobs report. We have this meeting with Kim Jong-un, the North Korean dictator. But there are stormy skies, too, as in Stormy Daniels. Still, President Trump feels he's on a roll. He's already shooting for re-election in 2020. He's flush with cash thanks to Republican donors, and his team is coming together. John Fredericks has been named to Mr. Trump's President Advisory Board. John is a conservative radio talker, and he co-chaired Trump's campaign in Virginia the last time around. Welcome, John.
Thank you for having me, Carol.
So is Mr. Trump a shoo-in in 2020?
Well, look, like any election, to get reelected, you got a tough battle ahead. But I think what the president has done, he's named his key people on his reelection campaign early. He wants to get started early, focus on the midterms, and go from there. But this reelection campaign is going to be centered on Trumponomics and the United States economy, jobs, and this president fulfilling the promises that he made in 2015 and 16 on the campaign trail. Carol, you got to be excited if you look at these job numbers that came out today. 313,000 new jobs being created. Bloomberg estimated 200,000. They beat this by 55%. It's a great number. Not only that, wages up 2.5% in February. They were up 2.6% in January. So wages continuing to go up. Consumer confidence at a 17-year high. But let me tell you the other thing, Carol, that's very exciting about the Trump economy here. Very exciting. Two things. Number one, all of this happening without the tax cuts really getting the cash back into the economy. It's just a specter of it. Now, there's some money coming into people's paychecks, lower withholdings, but none of the cash really starts to come in until 2018 when it becomes real.
So you're right.
And that's real money on the consumer side.
So far, very rosy, but
booming.
And I know there is a
economy.
But. It is, but there is a but. Mr. Trump's approval rating, it's still hovering around 38%. He's really unpopular among millennials who are concerned about Mr. Trump's other policies. And he's not exactly been welcoming to Democrats across the country. And some independents don't much like his, I don't know, the way he talks about others who disagree with him and that kind of stuff. So are you worried about any of that? Or is it just the economy stupid and nothing else matters?
I'm not worried about any of that. These were the same issues that were out there when he got elected in 2016 against all odds, against all polling numbers, and defeated Hillary Clinton. You know what? The great equalizer in America, you know what it is, Carol? It's jobs and economic prosperity and peace. And if the president can bring those to Americans on a consistent basis, they have a better job, they're making more money, they're getting a bonus, they're getting a raise, their children, the millennials you talked about, they're moving out of the basement.
There are signs that some people say you should worry about. For example, the president will travel to Pennsylvania, western Pennsylvania, over the weekend to campaign for Rick Saccone. He's a Republican running for the House. He's in danger of losing to a Democrat. They're running neck and neck, right? And this is the same district that Mr. Trump won by 20 points. So isn't that a little kind of danger sign that you might be worried about?
Well, yeah. Look, Carol, this is a race. There's no way the Republicans should lose this. Rick Saccone is not the best candidate, and the Democratic candidate, Connor Lamb, is a great candidate. Marine veteran, 33 years old, great family, Ivy League, telegenic. But look, that doesn't matter. Republicans should win this race. They're not. That is a definite warning sign. But we've got to get past that.
But there have been other local and state races in the great state of Virginia, for example, where Democrats have snatched offices from Republican office holders.
Well, if you look at Virginia, it was a colossal disaster for Republicans in 2017. They got shellacked there, plus 39 General Assembly seats have flipped from Republican to Democrat since Trump got elected. So those are
so I would assume the economy is roaring there too, especially in the great state of Virginia. So aren't you a little worried about that?
Well, sure, we're worried. That's why he's named his campaign team early, and he's getting started now. But the better this economy is, the better chances he's going to have of getting reelected. But let me tell you the good news and where we start. You got to start with, all right, what is going on in your key states, in your base? And right now, if the election were held today in 2018, I'd predict that the Republicans would pick up about 8 seats in the U.S. Senate. That's a major number because in the Trump core states, he's well over 50%. I mean, he's going to win Montana. The Republican flips are going to be Montana, West Virginia, Missouri, North Dakota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio, and Florida. The Republican is going to win those races. We could lose the House and gain 8 seats in the U.S. Senate in the midterms. We're going to have to deal with that.
We're going to keep an eye on all of this, and I just want to say congratulations on your new role. I have to end it there. I got to get a break in. John Fredericks, always a pleasure to have you.
Thank you, Carol.